Hello and welcome to another episode of Plain Old Plays. As always, I'm your host, Plain Old Trey, and we are going to be diving into our next title tonight, our next Plain Old Play, if you will, Episode 1 of The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons. Recently, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages both released on the Switch's Game Boy channel. If you have Nintendo Switch Online, you don't have to be a premium member. The expansion pack is not required. You just have to have the basic service, and your Game Boy channel should be updated with both Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. These games were unique because they were both on Game Boy Color and they could be linked together. Secrets would be distributed between the two games to allow you to unlock extra items, unlock extra heart containers, perhaps upgrade certain items to certain limits that you wouldn't be able to before, as well as a vast ring collection shared between the two. These were very unique games. I think of them as a sequel almost to Link's Awakening, and they took what Link's Awakening did, and in my opinion, in a lot of ways, they did it better. Each of them has their own strengths and weaknesses. I find that Ages is very strong in the dungeons and puzzle inside the dungeons department, whereas I feel that Oracle of Seasons deals a lot more with manipulating the land outside based on the seasons, so traversing the map in Seasons is a bit more challenging than Ages. We are going to be doing a dual playthrough. As soon as I finish Seasons first, we will link this game into Ages to get the true ending and to connect both games. That's just a little background on the game, just so you know where we're going with this. And without further ado, we're going to get into the first episode of Oracle of Seasons with Plain Old Plays. Just like that, we're ready to go. We have this epic intro screen that I am going to let play. I am playing on the Switch's virtual Game Boy channel. And right off the top, just an amazing little, this was on Game Boy Color. So that's something to remember here. This was on Game Boy Color, and right away I was floored as a kid. I was like, what? And then we get this little intro of Link, very familiar to the Link's Awakening art style, a little more colorful than DX. And we actually see Link getting to the assembled Triforce, which is, the early games always had Link getting to the Triforce, but we don't always see Link get to the Triforce anymore. So that was very odd to see him start like that, right? Like, what is going on here? What is this cutscene? And then cue the title card, The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons. 2001. 2001 Nintendo. So you see right here, Secrets, Game Link, New Game. We're going to start a fresh game. And we will actually name our character Link for this one. Or actually, no we're not. What am I saying? What am I saying? We don't break tradition. Every playthrough of Zelda that I play, I always name Link Plain. Ever since we started doing the live stream thing and making everything happen. Plain has always been the name. We're going to keep it that way. So as you see, we start with 3 hearts. Link doesn't have a sword, doesn't have a shield, and there are no deaths. That is the death counter. We'll turn message speed all the way up. Accept our quest, hero. The Link has fallen into a world where, like most Zelda games, he is starting off asleep or unconscious. So we've awakened, we can't move anything. Music is getting louder as we approach the right side of the screen. Oh, your eyes have opened. Are you all right? I am Impa of the troop's cook. And you are? Plain, I see. Din, the dancing girl, found you collapsed in the woods. She's cared for you through your nightmares. So that's Din, the legendary Din. Din's Fire, Ocarina of Time, ring a bell? You're awake! Please, relax. Join our jovial troupe of performers for a bit. Din is a popular dancer. Just seeing her dance raises one's spirits. Ah, Din always looks so lovely. But she seems smitten with you. I'm jealous. Din has been caring for you since she found you. She's strong-willed, but very kind-hearted. You've awakened. Good. I worried while you slept. You're Plain, right? How do you do, Plain? I am Din. I saw a red flash in the woods, and when I went to see what it was, you were lying there. Mystery surrounds you, Plain. I'm just glad you're better. Come, won't you dance with me? Another very interesting thing for a Game Boy Color title, we get a borderline cutscene right here. So, Link has asked her to dance. Don't be shy. Dancing will be fun. And there we go. So we get to see Link trying to bust a move. It's a still cutscene, but it's still like trying to act as such. We also see that Link has the Triforce imprint on his hand still. So we know that this Link has the Triforce of Courage inside of him by default. He's not going to have to find any pieces. And, you know, that was Din. She was looking good. That was fun. You're a good dancer. It's been some time since I had such fun. Hey, your left hand, it has a triangle on it. That's a sacred mark in Hyrule. If it's the true symbol, then you are a hero with a special fate, Plain. Special fate? Plain, nothing. Let us dance.
I found you. Din, Oracle of Seasons. You hid yourself well, but you cannot escape Onyx, General of Darkness. Get out of my way, boy.
Play!
And so Onyx is taken Din to his castle and chained her to a rock.
What do you plan to do with me?
As you know, if I imprison the Oracle of Seasons and bury the temple that houses the season spirits, the seasons of Hollow Drum will be cast into chaos. The bountiful gifts of nature will rot, and all living things perish. That is the world of darkness that I long for.
Edgelord Onyx.
No, Onyx, no!
Gwahaha!
Topo Chico. 'Tis only sparkling water.
Yeah!
So, typical Zelda move.
Down, Temple of Seasons. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Fall into chaos.
They should have said autumn there so he didn't double up on fall. Once again, another cutscene. Something I feel like a little slept on in like a Game Boy era for something like this to happen. As you can see, the seasons are going wild in Hollow Drum. The typical Zelda damsel in distress moment of getting put in a crystal. Even though all the females in Zelda are badass and have powers, they have their moment of getting captured. And even in some Zeldas, Link gets captured. But I mean, you have to get out as Link, though. But they always get put in a crystal. They always get put in a crystal. Plain, are you alright? Actually, I am the nurse of Hyrule's princess, Zelda. And Din's no dancer either. She's actually the Oracle of Seasons who wields control over the forces of nature. Zelda has mystical powers that told of a curtain of shadow drawing around Din. I was instructed to take her to Hyrule in secret. Zelda gave me this quest. But ow, I've been wounded, and I won't be able to travel for some time. Plain, I know not why you were lying in the woods, but you and Din were fated to meet. If the triangle on your hand is real, then you may be the hero who will save the world. Please use your power to aid Din. Please take my message to the Maku Tree in Horon Village. The Maku Tree is the guardian of all of Hollow Drum. Surely he can help. Please take my message to the Maku Tree. Okay, same thing. Surely he can help. So we were passed out right north there. Look, no matter how much I call her, my precious mittens won't come down. If only I had her favorite treat. Fish. Alright. So we've seen how that's gonna work. We're gonna head down this way. This is Horon Village. Hey, I've never seen you before. The Maku Tree, head east. So in the springtime, if you get into the flower, you can shoot up the cliff too. It works only when the spring flower blooms, so I'm getting my fill of it. In the springtime, if you see these flowers, you can shoot from them. Think of our Majora's Mask playthrough in the Deku. Pretty coincidental. This is the mayor's home. The mayor is fascinated with gacha nuts now. The place, planter, and the planter's deeds affect what the nut produces. The mayor found a good place recently, so he's quite happy. I'm Rule, mayor of Horon Village. Do you have any gacha seeds? If you plant one in soft earth, it will grow into a tree that bears nuts. Inside those nuts, you'll find all sorts of things. It's so fun, I can't help myself. There's some soft earth just outside. Plant it there. You don't know about gacha seeds? You're missing out. I'll give you my prized gacha seed to welcome you to town. Got a gacha seed. Plant it in a patch of soft soil. There's some soft earth just outside. Plant it there. So you take these gacha seeds in this game, plant them, and over time they're going to grow, and they'll have a secret or a ring inside them. Alright, so we'll plant it, and now it'll grow over time. We've got a piece of heart there that we'll come back for. And here is the gate to the Maku Tree. Maku Tree Gate. Show courage to gain passage. So as you see, the gate is closed. We can't go in just yet. Zzz. In the west part of town are the know-it-all birds. See them if you have a question. So the know-it-all birds are going to be birds that help us on our quest if we don't know where to go. And they know other things about the island as well. So later on, when we link the games, these snakes will come in handy. They'll provide secrets and codes and things like that for us. But right now, we're actually just going to talk to Vasu.
Do come in. I'm Vasu, the jeweler. Is this your first time? Then let me explain jewelry. Rings made from mystical seeds have very mystical powers. If you wear one, its mystical power will be passed to you.
How funny would it be? I imagine he speaks that way. Keep it in your ring box. The mystical power will gradually weaken, and you won't be able to use it. Understood? Oh, you don't have a ring box. I like you, so here, take this ring box. So we got a level 1 ring box that can hold 1 ring. Take this ring as a sign of our friendship. Until you've had a ring appraised and its power revealed, you cannot wear it. Let's appraise it. Which one shall I appraise? Appraise this? I'll call this the friendship ring, symbol of a meeting. I'll appraise it for free this time, but after this it will be 20 rupees per ring. If you get 2 of the same ring, I'll buy one for 30 rupees. Now, the list. Appraised rings get added to the list. When you want a ring, move it from your list to your box. Talk to me about the, yeah, okay. So he's telling us about the list. You click that, and then you click the ring and you put it on. Rings do nothing unless worn. And so he's letting us know right there, rings do nothing unless warned. So you can find all these rings, but if you don't have it equipped, it's not going to do anything. The friendship ring absolutely does nothing, so we don't need to put it on. This is an ember seed tree. Right now it's empty, it's barren, it has no seed. Mr. Wright, the light in here is too dim to read by. Can anyone light my fire? So a lot of things around this village are needing fire to burn down. There's little shrubs to get out of the way. Do you know of the hero's cave near the western coast? The hero's sword is said to be hidden there, but no one has ever found it. Sounds like where we'll be going. Our guardian, the Maku Tree, stands beyond the gate to the east of town. It's said a hero with a sword will come to speak with him. I wonder if it's true. So we can't get there yet. Perhaps I will be the hero with a sword. I am Bippin, the expert arborist. I know plenty about trees. Now let me tell you something. Blossom and I just had our first child. Yes, we did it. Have a look. I'm Blossom. This is my first child. A healthy baby boy. I'm having trouble choosing a name. Can you help me think of one? What would you call him? Bippin and Blossom had a son. We're gonna name him Bipsum. We're gonna name him Bipsum. Bipsum. It's a fine name. That's what we'll call him. He seems happy to have it. Come visit us anytime. So he's thrilled they have their kid. We've named their kid. Link is a true hero. So you'll notice there are stone mushrooms there. Those mushrooms are only going to be not stone in the fall. We have a nice little shop here. Nothing for sale yet. We also don't have any root. The seasons are a mess. Winter goes straight into summer. What's going on? It goes from hot to cold in a flash. The seasons are in utter chaos. What will it do to this year's harvest? This is the house of the wise know-it-all birds. See Dib if you have questions. So this right here is actually the Advance shop. And if you're playing on a Game Boy Advance, this shop will actually be open. The game knew that you were playing on a Game Boy Advance back when, and the shop would be open. These are the know-it-all birds. Again, they're just going to give you tips. We don't need any tips. Alright, first enemy encounter, no sword. We've got one goal, the hero's cave. Alright, so the fun fact about the hero's cave, when we play a linked game, you guys will get to see. In the next iteration of the game, there is... Well, I say next iteration. What I mean is, in Ages, when you start it, if you've linked, what's going to happen is the hero's cave will turn into the true hero's cave. And the true hero's cave requires basically all your items and puzzle solving abilities to get through. We found a small key, use it to open a locked door. So I don't know, I'm trying to think. I think this is like one of the only Zeldas that puts you in a dungeon without a sword. Not that this is a major dungeon, there is no boss, I don't think, here. But nonetheless, it's put us in sort of a puzzle dungeon-like area with no guide. Did I... Okay, I must have missed the locked entrance. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. So, you know, it's pretty straightforward puzzling right here. They want us to go through blocks. They want us to knock that to the side. Am I blind? Oh, it was down over there. I was like, what is going on? Did I miss something? I could have sworn. First dungeon. That's not even a real dungeon. Plain old tray, 0. Dungeon, 1. Oracle of Seasons has me, guys. Not good. Not good. Okay. Oh, that's the exit. Right? Yeah, that's the exit. What is this? This is a ferry? Alright. How did I goof this up? I didn't see any doors that needed a key. Where did I make my wrong turn? Was it here? Yes. Silly goose. Alright, a lot of slimes in there. Here we go. Finally, we got the wooden sword. Okay, so now we can go pick up some items that we could not get earlier. Specifically rupees. So we'll take those 30. Then we're gonna come back down into this room. And now that we can actually slay the keys, I forget which one it is. One of these moves now that we've slain the keys. There it is. And just like that, the secret of the hero's cave. A little secret gacha seed that was down there. Again, those are optional things, but they can get you rings. Rings can in turn help you power up certain abilities or perhaps provide a level of camouflage or defensive protection for Link. So rings can be very important. Alright, so we have the sword now. The rest of everything down here, just so we see, is going to be areas that we can't really do anything with just yet. This bridge is not complete, as well as the beach just being a beach. Nothing too crazy down here. Very reminiscent of Link's Awakening. So we'll head back up the Maku Tree. And as we can see, the winter adds different layers of things. And we'll see what season it is when we enter town. It's now winter in town. So you see now, instead of a little spring flower, there's a walkway. We did not stop in the clock shop. I want to make a cuckoo clock better than any before, but I can't find a wooden bird that I like. One that's just breathtaking. So again, everything's covered in snow for the winter. We can see that. I can't go that way. That path is blocked now. That's fine. I want to actually go up here really quickly. And go to this soft patch of dirt. And plant our other gacha seed. Beautiful. Okay. So now we're gonna go back down here and we're gonna go visit the Maku Tree. As you see in town, it's already spring again. Nobody knows what's going on. Gonna head up. Let's see what this Maku Tree is all about. Gotta wake him up. Wah! Who's that? Did you wake me? Who are you? What? Din was taken while I slept? There's no sign of the Temple of Seasons? This is awful. Guarding the Oracle is my duty. Alas, how I've withered. What's to be done, Plain? The seasons in chaos, the land is robbed of the very essence of nature, draining all of my might. Can you save Din and my steed? It is all I, as the Maku Tree, has ever asked. I sense evil on the northern peak, where the Temple of Seasons rested. Onyx has cast a shadow on the northern peak. But you will find him there. You'll need the 8 essences of nature. That's our goal. That lie sleeping in Hollow Drum. Gathering all 8 is the only option. The essences possess the sacred power of nature, with which you can break the shadow barrier and save Din. Shall I repeat it? No. Then I give you this key. Go to the giant root near the lake up north. The first essence should be there, but I'd expect some resistance. Be careful. I'll just rest until... Oh, no energy. You got the gnarled key. Right, we got the gnarled key now. We are able to head up north, he said. North is going to be where our first dungeon is. This is very much paying tribute to the original Legend of Zelda. The first dungeon's boss, as well as the first dungeon being in a tree, is very much paying tribute to the OG Legend of Zelda. So this is where we were dancing earlier. You can see enemies are there now. There's a stump there, holes to the south. We can't go south. A little house up here to the north. My dad, Talon, went to climb Mount Cuckoo. So I have to care for our hens, but there's so much I don't know. She needs to learn more about these hens. So that's going to be important. We have to remember that she's there. They put Talon and Malin in this. I always said Malon, but I guess her name's Malin, because the other word's pronounced Talon. Alright, so you'll see that there's a keyhole here. Very similar to Link's Awakening, how you have to put the keys to get the dungeons to like appear or open. And there's our tree, the Gnarled Root. Level 1, Gnarled Root Dungeon. Alright, so if we look left, right, and up, left needs a key. Right and up are doors that have just closed. Typically in a scenario like this, you're like, whoa, what would I do? Typical Zelda puzzle. We're gonna push a block. Let's go right first. Or actually, let's go up first. Let's go up first. Return light to unlit torches. So this is one of the dungeons in this game. They'll have old men in them that will give you a hint. Instead of the owl peak statues like Link's Awakening. Alright, it looks like we've received a key, but we're not able to move forward. Excuse me. Alright, so we're gonna take the key back, slay some more Stalfos. No major threats just yet. Just some enemies to clear out of our way. Dungeon map. Press select to see it. The darkened rooms are the ones you haven't been to yet. So a fun fact about all these maps, they're all shaped like what the dungeon says they are. So this is supposed to be like a gnarled tree root. That's supposed to be the top of it, and this is supposed to be the roots underneath, all tangled up. You'll see the next dungeon is called Snake's Remains, and you'll see the snake. And I'll keep pointing that out as we play through this for PlainOlePlays. I'll keep pointing out as we get to the different dungeons, their maps. That was something I always enjoyed. So all their maps are actually shaped like whatever the dungeon title is. I'm pretty sure for the most part. They tried to do that for most of them. Alright, so that's locked. Here's something new to the Zelda game. A little minecart. I wonder if this was the early influence for Spirit Tracks. Or like, Link handles that minecart well. What if we made him Spirit Track Conductor? So once again, a little push block puzzle. Very standard for top-down Zelda games to have push block puzzles. It's remembering how to do them. That is. We already messed up. It is remembering how to do them. That is the silly part. Okay. So. There we go. Alright, we got us an extra Gasha seed. So this was an optional room. That chest wasn't necessarily needed, but we took advantage. Now we saw that we have access to these stairs, and we did see a switch up top. But this is going to change the railroad track for us and allow us to go all the way around, but not before we grab this compass. So now we can use the compass to see what rooms have chests, what rooms we haven't been to, etc. So something that bummed me out that they had in Link's Awakening was when you went into an area. Oh, okay, never mind. It's still here. So when you go into an area where there's a key or a hidden item, fantastic. 10 bombs. Excellent. There will be a beep like that if you have the compass. I thought that they turned that off. I thought that that was not on. Well, that's excellent. Okay. So here we have a puzzle with different colored, I can't remember what those enemies are called. Oh no. Oh no, that's a death already. That's a death already. Wow. Alright. Gonna have to navigate our way back there. I always find the top-down Zeldas to be a little harder than the 3D Zeldas. 3D Zeldas, you can kind of hack and slash a good bit. But you can do the same here. You can just slash, slash, slash. But I feel like here, if you get hit, the penalty feels much more, or feels much greater than it does on a 3D Zelda. 3D Zelda, I don't know. I just always feel that I can come back on 3D. On this, sometimes I feel that in a top-down, when you find yourself in a hopeless scenario, pretty much staying hopeless. The good news is we're stocking up on so many rupees, and we're going to visit some shops and take care of some stuff because of that. Alright. So we're going to go back this way, like where we were originally trying to go. We get rid of that so we have a place to stand. I'm already butchering this section. You literally have to just take your time. Perfect. So you see the blue ones have shortened range, the green ones have long distance, and we did this at the wrong time. So we did this for nothing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Dead again. 2 deaths right away. 2 deaths right away. How about that? Okay. Not anymore. Not anymore. We're all caught up on the death thing. Alright. So again, easy traversal. Hate that we have to keep doing the minecart part, but it is what it is. I wish we could like hit the switch from here, but we cannot. If you didn't know how to get through the first dungeon, now you do. I'm sure we rinsed and repeated enough. Alright, so I tried to jump the gun. We couldn't go up yet because we don't have the key. Didn't realize that. Now I do. Let's go make it happen. Okay. There's our key. There's our key. Okay, now we can go up. I should have listened to the compass letting me know there was a key there. But I thought that we needed to go here first and then to the right. I thought right was progress, and I thought this was just extra. But I had it backwards. I am an expert at getting hit by these things. I'm really not good at these little sections, am I? That is what I've learned about myself today. I'm not as good at these sections as I thought. Thankfully, there was a fairy there.
Growl, you cannot pass.
So we have the 2 bull boomerang brothers in here. You only actually have to attack one of them, and they both die. I imagine that could be a tricky fight, but it is not. Okay. I can never remember. And our reward for beating a mini-boss that was, you know, fairly easy, is a seed satchel with 20 ember seeds. The ember seeds are going to be quite useful. Alright. And we'll use this to warp back to the start. Ah, I see. So it actually doesn't take us to the start in this one. So in Awakening, it takes you to the start a lot. This one took us to a location that was near the start of the dungeon, basically. So just like the old man said, light all torches. That's what we're doing. Sword spin. You found the boss key. Note that they changed it from Link's Awakening to Oracle of Ages and Seasons. It used to be called the Nightmares Key. It was called the Nightmares Key, obviously, because all the bosses were simply nightmares. Again, Koholint was a dream. Link's dream. Right? So now we're going to go back to the right. And earlier, you'll recall, we could not get this door open. Well, now, we're good to go. So this game has, I can't think of what they're called, wall crawlers? Anyways, they'll grab you and bring you back to the beginning of the game. Or the dungeon, rather. You got a ring. Get it appraised later. So those rings will bring to the Vasu jeweler, and he will take care of the next steps for us as far as appraisal and things like that go. All right. So we'll see right over here at the top. So that's what happens if they grab you. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Boy, that gets violent fast, huh? Okay. Heading back up again. Attempt number 33. Alright, we've made it past one screen. Here's the notorious screen. Okay, I'm gonna have to start slashing. Looks like we can't be a pacifist through there. That got very dangerous very quickly. Looks like we're not allowed to be pacifists in this game. Okay. Also, I wanted to point out, these episodes may run a little shorter than our Majora's Mask episodes ran. Simply because with these episodes, this game, the sections might not be as long as some of the 3D Zelda sections. Now, some days the sections are going to be longer and it's going to be divided up differently. But what I'm going to try to do is keep it into like chapters based around the dungeon. And then post-dungeon we'll do in the next episode as post/pre-dungeon. Or actually, we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to decide how I want to do that. I might do... So this was even the boss from the very first Legend of Zelda dungeon. They beefed him up and they made him look cool. Same guy. Just gotta slash the horn. We'll take the heart container. Very easy boss. And there we go. You got the fertile soil and essence of nature. Seeds scattered across bountiful lands are nourished in this fertile soil. So yeah, here's what we'll do. We'll do... I'll see how it is. This time I'm gonna do some post stuff, and then next time, if we finish the dungeon really fast, we'll see what the post stuff's looking like. I'm gonna have to try to find a pacing for this game. Ah, it's me, the Maku Tree. Some of the fertile soil has come to me too. I already feel stronger. Oh, in my dreams I saw the Temple of Seasons in a strange land I do not know. There I saw a precious item that will aid you, Plain. That is all I can see. Alright, so now, because we've beaten 30 enemies, Maple, the witch's assistant, will appear now. So you have to try to get... Remember these from the original Zelda? Don't tell. So we got 100 rupees, very nice. Now, most times in Zelda by this point, you got a gacha nut. Check what's inside. A ring was inside. Most time by now, in a Zelda game, you find out, oh, there's a shield here. Well, we have no shield yet, as you can see. We're gonna have to get it from the shop. A ring was inside. So we've got plenty of rings now to go get appraised, as well as a piece of heart with our name on it. You got a piece of heart? Fantastic. Let's head south here and go get our rings appraised. The Discovery Ring. Sense soft earth nearby. That's what this ring is. I'll add it to your list. The Octo Ring. Become an Octorok. That's what this ring is. I'll add it to your list. The Maples Ring. Maple meetings go up. That's what this ring is. I'll add it to your list. I've appraised all your rings. Rings do nothing unless worn. So none of those rings or anything we really want on right now. I'm not necessarily dying for a maple encounter. But let's light this guy's room up. Splendid, I can finally focus. Here, take this Kukadex. Alright. Now, because it's not winter, we won't be able to do anything yet here. But that is a chest right there that we'll have on our radar. Now we are out of Ember Seeds. Which is okay, because they should... I thought they grew on the tree. Wait, young traveler. I'm a wandering prophet, Sokra. I feel it, spring, summer, autumn, winter. The four spirits are calling you. Make no mistake, the Temple of Seasons is still hidden in this world. If you can find the temple, then pay a visit to the spirits who live there. Surely they can help. Farewell. Alright. So he has said his spiel. We could use more Ember Seeds. Let's go see what the Maku Tree has to say. The Temple of Seasons playing a precious item. It will aid you. Alright, fantastic. Now, I don't know why the Ember Tree has not grown the Ember Seeds yet. That is a mystery to me, because we actually need those. There's also a few more hidden fellas in here trying to give me rupees. I'm gonna go to the shop though really quickly, and we're gonna take this shield, and we're gonna go ahead and buy our wooden shield. So now we have a sword and a shield. With the sword and the shield is just going to help us for certain enemies that require to be hit by shield first. So I don't know why that's not growing Ember Seeds. I'm not too familiar with what's going on there. And then you'll notice something else up here that was a little odd. Impa is in. Where can the Temple of Seasons be hidden? Does no one have a clue? So she's now back in her house. So Impa's gonna live in this tree house for a little while for us. And we're almost done with today and all the exploration needed post-temple and things like that. I need some Ember Seeds to really be of any effect anywhere. So we're gonna have to get some of those. But we got that Kukudex, right? She gave us an egg for the Kukudex. Fantastic. Right. Now, our next location is actually going to be down and to the right. Alright, so we haven't actually been in here when it's autumn yet. So that's pretty cool. But you see, we don't have the bracelet yet, so we can't even lift those and get them out of our way. Only the power bracelet can do such things. So they're still very thrilled about their kid. Nothing different has happened here. Gotta keep checking on these folks as time passes. Alright. Yeah, I don't know where the Ember Seeds are. I don't know how to make them grow. I'm gonna have to figure out where I can go get some Ember Seeds then. I thought that they grew on the tree once you, oh, okay, there we go. We can just get them from the grass. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. I thought these were very specific and could only be found on the trees, so that's good. All right, we'll go get some more rupees. So these are all the optional things you could do post first dungeon with your ember seeds, your newfound ember seeds. I'm glad that they can just be found in the grass, because I was getting a little nervous. I was like, I don't know what it wants me to do if I don't have any. There we go. We're stocked up now. And I believe there's one more. Maybe not. Okay, I was mistaken on that one. Alright. And then... and here... we've got bombs now. Simply come over here and... whoop. Grab another seed. Plant it in soft soil. Since we got rid of the other one already, we're gonna throw this seed right down here. And with that, we have gotten the first section of the game basically knocked down a little bit. We're going to save. And that is going to do it for episode 1 of The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons via PlainOlePlays. Folks, I had an absolute blast playing this. It's bringing the memories back. It's starting to kind of all click. I'm looking forward to playing through this game. I'm going to be a little spacey on parts, but ultimately I think this is going to be a great playthrough. The way I want to divvy it up is just like we did tonight, a major dungeon and maybe some of the post-dungeon, and then the next stream can be pre-dungeon, into the dungeon, post-dungeon, etc. Going on. So each episode I want to try to theme around a dungeon. If it lasts longer than our typical hour to an hour and a half, by all means, I will split the video and we'll do it that way. But I think I can get away with, on this one and on Ages, doing each episode almost like a chapter based on what dungeon we're on. If you like tonight's episode or today's episode or this afternoon's episode, whenever you're watching it, Thursday, please consider liking the video, commenting down below on what you liked about it, and if you've ever played Oracle of Seasons or Ages, and if you're looking forward to the playthrough. You can subscribe to the channel as well. It is absolutely free. And remember, you can catch me live every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time over on twitch.tv/PlainOleTray. I play a lot of Kaizo Mario, Zelda randomizers, and a ton of other games. A lot of fun to check out. Love the Plain Old crew. Our live audience is top tier, and we'd love to have you there as well. Thank you so much for spending some time here, checking out my first episode of Oracle of Seasons. Get ready. We've got plenty more to come. And have a good night, afternoon, day, evening, time zones. You know the thing. Whenever you're watching this video, enjoy the rest of the night afterward. Or day. Thank you so much for checking out the content. I hope you've been enjoying everything that we've been coming up with. Remember, you can always catch me live on twitch.tv/PlainOleTray. Anytime you want to see what we've got going on over that way, you can catch us live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'd love to have you by. Check out some of the other videos in the meantime. And thank you again. Consider liking, subscribing, and following the channel for more updates. Till next time.